My name is James Earl Whitfield. Folks call me Deacon Whitfield, but my grandchildren call me Pop Pop. I'm 101 years old, 101. I was born in 1924 in Macon, Georgia. Calvin Coolidge was president. The Klan was marching in Washington, D.C., 30,000 of them, right down Pennsylvania Avenue. My grandmother was born a slave. Her mother was sold away from her when she was 6 years old, and she never saw her again. That's how close I am to slavery. That's the ground I grew up standing on. I've lived through the Great Depression, lived through World War II, fought in it, came home to a country that didn't want me, lived through Jim Crow, the Civil Rights Movement, watched Dr. King get shot, watched Malcolm get shot, watched Medgar get shot, watched crack cocaine destroy neighborhoods I grew up in, watched black men get gunned down on camera, and nothing happened. 101 years of being black in America, and now I'm sitting here knowing I don't have much time left, wanting to say something to the young black men coming up behind me, wanting to grab them by the shoulders and shake them and say, "Listen to me, please, listen," because I know most of them won't. I know that's how young men are. I was the same way, thought I knew everything, thought the old folks were out of touch. But I'm going to say it anyway. I'm going to say what I wish somebody had told me, what I wish I'd listened to when I was 20, 30, 40 years old. If you're a young black man watching this, I'm talking to you, directly to you, and I need you to hear me. The first thing I need you to understand is this: your life is not your own. I know that sounds strange. Everybody tells you to live for yourself. Follow your dreams. Do what makes you happy. But when you're a black man in America, you're carrying more than just yourself. You're carrying everyone who came before you, everyone who bled so you could walk where you walk, everyone who died so you could breathe. My grandmother picked cotton from the time she could walk. Her hands were twisted and rough by the time she was 30. She couldn't read a word, but she worked and saved and sacrificed so her children could have better. And her children did the same for their children, and somewhere down that line, you were born into opportunities she couldn't imagine. When you waste your life, when you throw it away on foolishness, on shortcuts, on things that don't matter, you're not just hurting yourself. You're spitting on her grave. You're telling her that her suffering meant nothing. Every time I wanted to quit something, I thought about her. Every time I wanted to do something stupid, I thought about what it cost to get me here. Your ancestors didn't survive slavery, survive Jim Crow, survive everything this country threw at them just so you could end up dead or in prison before you're 25. Your life is not your own. You owe a debt, and the way you pay it is by becoming something, by building something, by being somebody. The second thing, nobody is coming to save you, not the government, not white people, not the church, not some program or organization or politician making promises. Nobody. For a long time, black folks waited. We waited for the country to live up to its promises, waited for equality, waited for justice, waited for somebody to fix what was broken. My father waited. My grandfather waited. They waited their whole lives and died still waiting. I'm 101 years old. I stopped waiting a long time ago. Here's what I learned. The only person who can save you is you. The only person who's going to build your life is you. The only person who's going to protect your family is you. That doesn't mean we don't help each other. Community is everything. I'll get to that. But at the end of the day, when the sun goes down and you're lying in your bed The only person responsible for where you end up is you. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to open the door. Stop waiting for things to be fair. Things aren't going to be fair. Not in your lifetime. Probably not in your children's lifetime. Maybe not ever. So what are you going to do? Sit around and complain about it? Or get up and build something anyway? I built a life in a country that didn't want me to have one. Built a family, built a home, built a business that employed black men when nobody else would hire them. Built a legacy that my great-great-grandchildren will inherit. Did I have help? Yes. Did the system work against me? Every single day. Did I wait for it to change? Hell no. I went to work. Every day, fair or not, equal or not, I went to work. That's what I need you to do. Stop waiting. Start building. Third thing, learn to control your anger. Now hear me on this, because I'm not saying what you think I'm saying. Look at you like you're a threat, just for look at you like you're a threat, just for existing. That anger is righteous. That anger is earned. Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be angry. But here's what 101 years taught me. Anger that you don't control will destroy you from the inside. It'll eat you up. It'll make you do things that ruin your life. It'll kill you before any racist ever gets the chance. I've been angry my whole life. You think I'm not angry? I watched them beat my cousin so bad he never walked right again. Watched them burn a cross on my lawn when I bought a house in the wrong neighborhood. Watched them deny me jobs I was more qualified for than any white man who applied. I've got 100 years of anger stored up. But I learned, and it took me too long to learn this, that anger is a fire. You can use it to burn down your own house, or you can use it to forge something strong. The most successful black men I've known weren't the ones who weren't angry. They were the ones who learned to aim their anger, who used it as fuel instead of letting it use them. When you're 20 years old and somebody disrespects you, everything in you wants to react, wants to show them they can't treat you that way, wants to prove you're not someone to mess with. And that reaction, that's exactly what they want. That's how they get you. One moment of anger and your whole life is over. Prison, dead. Another statistic they can point to, don't give them the satisfaction. I'm not telling you to be passive. I'm not telling you to accept disrespect. I'm telling you to be strategic, to think 3 moves ahead, to win the long game instead of the moment. The best revenge isn't what you do to them. It's what you become in spite of them. Control the fire. Don't let it control you. Fourth, your education is your armor. When I was coming up, they didn't want us to read. You know why? Because a man who can read can think. A man who can think can plan. A man who can plan can't be controlled. Slavery didn't just take our bodies, it tried to take our minds. It was illegal to teach us to read. Illegal. They understood the power of knowledge, even if we sometimes forget it. My grandmother taught herself to read after slavery ended. She was 40 years old, learning her letters by candlelight after a full day of work. She knew what it was worth. I don't care if you go to college or learn a trade or educate yourself in the library like Malcolm did in prison. I don't care how you do it, but you need to learn. You need to know things. You need to be able to think in ways they can't take from you. Every time a black man picks up a book, he's continuing a tradition of resistance. Every time you learn a skill, you're building something they can't steal. They can take your job. They can take your money. They can lock you up. But they can't take what you know. That stays with you. I've seen too many young brothers think education is soft, think books are for somebody else, think being smart is acting white. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. And I've heard a lot of dumb things in 101 years. You know who wants you to stay ignorant? The same people who wanted to keep your great-great-grandmother from reading. Don't do their work for them. Pick up a book, learn a skill, study something. Become so good at what you do that they can't ignore you. That's power, real power, the kind they can't take away. Fifth, choose your woman carefully. I'm going to tell you something that might make some people upset. I don't care. I'm 101 years old. I'm past caring about what makes people upset. The woman you choose to build with will determine the trajectory of your entire life. Choose wrong, and she will drain you, distract you, destroy everything you're trying to build. Choose right, and she will be your partner, your strength, your reason to keep going. I've been married to my wife Ernestine for 76 years. 76 years. She is the single best decision I ever made. When I was young and broke and everybody doubted me, she believed. When I failed, and I failed plenty, she didn't leave. When I was scared and didn't know if I could provide for my family, she held me up. Everything I built with her beside me. But I've watched men destroyed by choosing wrong, watched them chase women who didn't want to build, only to spend, watched them get caught up with women who didn't care about their dreams, only their wallets, watched them lose everything, their money, their children, their minds, behind a wrong decision. Here's what I'm telling you. Don't choose a woman because she's beautiful. Beauty fades. Don't choose a woman because the sex is good. That fades too. Don't choose a woman because she will tell you the truth even when you will tell you the truth even when you don't want to hear it. Who will pray for you, fight for you, stand beside you. Choose a woman who wants to build a legacy, not just enjoy the moment. And once you choose her, treat her right, protect her, provide for her, be faithful to her. Love her out loud, not just in private. A black man who finds a good woman and treats her right is a powerful thing. Don't underestimate it. Sixth, stay out of their system. The system is designed to trap you. I need you to understand that. It's not an accident that prisons are full of black men. It's not an accident that there's a police station on every corner in our neighborhoods, but no grocery stores. It's not an accident that they make it easy to get into trouble and hard to get out. The system is a trap. And once it has you, it doesn't let go. I've watched it happen 1,000 times. Young man makes a mistake, gets caught up, goes to prison for something a white boy would get probation for, comes out with a record that follows him forever, can't get a job, can't get housing, can't vote, can't do anything, and then everybody wonders why he ends up right back in the same place. Once you're in their system, you're theirs. They own you, your labor, your future, your children's future. Stay out of it. I don't care how much money you think you can make on the streets. It's not worth it. I don't care how good it feels to prove you're not someone to be messed with. It's not worth it. I don't care how invincible you feel at 19, 20, 25. You're not. The young men I grew up with who went down that road, most of them didn't make it to 30. The ones who did make it out were never the same. Is the system fair? No. Is it designed to catch you? Yes. Does that mean you should make it easy for them? Hell, no. Stay out of it. Whatever you have to do. Walk away from fights. Walk away from deals. Walk away from situations that could go wrong. Your freedom is everything. Without it, you can't build anything. You can't be there for your family. You can't become who you're supposed to become. Protect your freedom like your life depends on it, because it does. 7th, take care of your body. 101 years old. You know how I got here. I didn't smoke, didn't drink, well, not much. Didn't put poison in my body. Didn't treat my body like it was indestructible. Young men think they're invincible, think they can eat anything, drink anything, do anything, and it won't catch up to them. It catches up. Trust me, it catches up. I've buried so many men who didn't take care of themselves. Heart attacks at 50, strokes at 45, diabetes taking their legs, their eyes, their lives. Black men die younger than anybody else in this country. You know why? Part of it is the stress of racism. That's real, and it kills us. But part of it is what we do to ourselves. The food we eat, the substances we put in our bodies, the stress we carry and never release, the doctor's appointments we never make because we're too proud or too scared. I'm telling you now, take care of your body. It's the only one you get. Exercise. I don't mean go to the gym and get big muscles to impress women. I mean move your body every day. Walk, work. Use your body like it was meant to be used. Eat real food. Not that fast food garbage, not those chemicals in packages. Eat what your grandmother would recognize as food. Go to the doctor, even when you feel fine, especially when you feel fine. Catch things early before they catch you. And for God's sake, stop killing yourself slowly with alcohol and drugs and cigarettes and whatever else. It's not worth it. None of it is worth dying early for. I want to meet your grandchildren. I want you to be 101 years old, sitting in a chair, telling your great-grandsons the same things I'm telling you. But you won't get there if you don't take care of yourself. Start now, not tomorrow, now. 8th, build with your community. We didn't survive slavery alone. We didn't survive Jim Crow alone. We didn't survive anything alone. We survived together. Black folks looking out for black folks, neighbors raising each other's children, churches feeding the hungry, businesses hiring their own. That's how we made it, together. Somewhere along the way, we started forgetting that. Started thinking we could make it alone. Started chasing individual success instead of collective progress. I watch young men now, and they don't know their neighbors. Don't go to church. Don't have a community around them that would catch them if they fell. That's dangerous. That's how people slip through the cracks. That's how generations get lost. I'm not saying you have to go to my church or join my organization. I'm saying you need people. People who know you. People who care about you. People who will tell you the truth. People who will show up when things go wrong. Find your community. Build with them. Protect them. Let them protect you. And when you make it, when you build something successful, reach back. Pull somebody else up. Hire black. Buy black. Invest in black neighborhoods and black businesses and black futures. We rise together, or we don't rise at all. That's always been true. It's still true. 9th, be a father. If you have children, be there. Be present. Be involved. I don't care if you're with their mother or not. I don't care if it's complicated. I don't care what your excuse is. Be a father. I've been a father for 78 years. Best thing I ever did with my life. Not my business, not my money, not anything else. My children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren, that's my legacy. That's what I'm proudest of. A present father changes everything. It changes how a boy sees himself. Changes what he thinks he can become. Changes whether he repeats cycles or breaks them. And it changes girls, too. A daughter who knows her father loves her doesn't go looking for love in all the wrong places, doesn't accept treatment from men that she shouldn't accept, knows what a good man looks like because she lived with one. I know this isn't popular to say. I know there are reasons why black fathers aren't always there. Some of those reasons are the system I talked about. Some are other things. But I'm not talking about reasons. I'm talking about responsibility. If you helped make a child, you are responsible for that child. Period. No exceptions, no excuses. Be there. Provide, protect, teach, love. And if you're not ready to do that, don't make children. It's that simple. The future of our community depends on fathers being fathers. I've seen what happens when they're not. It's not good. Be a father. Be a good one. That's half the battle right there. 10th, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, have faith. I don't know what you believe. I don't know if you go to church or pray or think about God at all. But I'm telling you, from 101 years of living, there's something bigger than you. Something that kept us when we should have been destroyed. Something that brought us through horrors that should have ended us. Call it God. Call it the universe. Call it the spirit of your ancestors. Call it whatever you want. But tap into it. Connect to it. Let it guide you when you don't know what to do. Let it comfort you when you're in pain. Let it remind you that you're part of something bigger than just this moment, just this struggle, just this life. I've had nights when I didn't know if I'd make it to morning. Had moments when everything seemed hopeless. Had times when I wanted to give up. My faith got me through. Every time. It doesn't have to look like my faith. It doesn't have to be Baptist or Methodist or Muslim or anything else. It just has to be real. It just has to be something that grounds you, lifts you, keeps you connected to why you're here. You're here for a reason. I believe that. 101 years hasn't shaken that belief. Find your reason. Hold on to it. Let it carry you when you can't carry yourself. I'm 101 years old. I've said what I wanted to say. I know some of you won't listen. That's all right. I didn't listen either when I was your age. I had to learn the hard way, and maybe you will too. But maybe some of you will hear me. Maybe something I said will stick somewhere. Maybe one day, when you're in a hard moment, you'll remember that old man who sat in a chair and talked to a camera, trying to reach you before it was too late. Your ancestors survived things you can't imagine so that you could exist. Don't waste the gift they gave you. Your life matters. Your future matters. Your children's future matters. Act like it. I'm running out of time. The sand is almost gone from my hourglass, but you've got years ahead of you. Decades. A whole life to live. Do something with it, please. For those who came before you and those who will come after you, be a man, a good man, a strong man, a wise man. That's what I'd tell every young black man, if they'd listen. I want to thank this channel for letting me speak, for understanding that old men like me have something to say that might matter. If you heard something today that meant something to you, pass it on. Tell somebody else. This wisdom isn't meant to stay with me. It's meant to spread. And if you got your own wisdom, your own story, your own experience, share it. The young ones need to hear from all of us. Every voice matters. This channel has a way for you to submit your story. It's in the description. Maybe next time they'll be sharing what you have to say. God bless you, and go be somebody.